Hi, I'm just going to briefly talk about Hebrews 9:10 and why I placed in the timeline where I placed it. So, this is one that is it's a toughie. And this is where going back to the original language really helps. And I think this is what helps make it content. A lot of people will take Hebrews 9:10 where it said imposed until a time of Reformation. So a lot of scholars will place it way over, right around 80-70. So here's 80-70 right here, the vertical green line, and they place it to 3.5 years, time of Reformation. So 1, 2, 3. So basically the period right here, they place it there. But when I look at that, I'm like, that just doesn't seem to fit. Were they physically restored? No. How were their conscience made clean? I'm not seeing it. It doesn't really seem to fit. However, it can apply when they were in Petra, when the perfect came. But I'm going to say no at this point in time. So I placed it over here. The 70th week of Daniel, when Jesus, the first half, 3.5 years in ministry, he was healing people, including physically healing people. We had the physical resurrection, which fits what the passage, that verse. And then you had people through the power of the gospel entering in, and it just seemed to fit Hebrews 9:10. So when looking at this chapter, I believe the writer here, Paul, this was probably written around 80-63, 80-64, around there, and he's looking back in time at the old covenant and contrasting the new covenant. I don't think he's looking forward until his last verse. Shall appear second time apart from sin to them that wait for him. So this sin part, this all has to do with sin. All right, and that fits the time of Reformation here when you're looking back. And then in the future, apart from sin, to them that wait for him unto salvation. So yeah, so that's why I'm placing it here. I would love to get feedback. Why a person disagrees, why a person agrees. This is a challenging one, where to place in the timeline. But it could also be referring to the time they were at their gathering when the perfect came. But it just seemed like this fits the for the time being. There's physical healing. There could have been physical healing in the gathering, but there's no way we would know, because they did not write anything down. Knowledge seed during that time. So anyway, those are just my thoughts. Yeah, when you look at the lexicon, so Hebrews 9:10, okay, and of Reformation, make it straight, and here it's time, but they add a time. I think that's throwing a little bit of confusion when you all you have to do is add one letter, the word A, the letter A, and it can kind of confuse things a little bit. But until season, making straight. So he's looking back again. And so when I click on diorthma, which is just right here, that's where we get the physical, properly in a physical sense, making straight, restoring to a natural normal condition, something which some way protrudes has got out of line, broken or metabolized limbs. So Jesus was healing during that time. Alrighty? So, the first 3.5 years of Daniel's 70th week. In the second 3.5 years, this is where the power of the gospel, they're coming into the new covenant, and it's, a perfecting of things, referring to the time of the Messiah. It just seemed to fit that time period. So So that's why I'm placing it there in the timeline. This is one of the things that's just a little more difficult with the timeline. I feel pretty confident about everything else, but this one, it's just a little less confident in. But that's like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think it belongs here or it doesn't? So, alrighty. Well, thank you very much, and hope you're having a great day.